How to keep a Christmas tree alive throughout the holidays. Decorating a Christmas tree is one of the most fun parts of the holiday. It can only be made better by placing the topper on a real one. However, live trees require more maintenance than artificial ones. So, how do you deliver the most effective Christmas tree care? Let's find out. Before anything, you need to buy a quality tree. There are a lot of Christmas tree varieties to choose from, and each comes with its own specifics, so it's good to know at least the basics before you start shopping. The most popular type of Christmas tree in the UK is the Nordmann fir. It's pretty to look at, thanks to its glossy, thick needles, which are dark green on top and bluish-green underneath. The Nordmann fir is also an easy Christmas tree to care for, as it holds onto its needles longer compared to other varieties of Christmas trees. And to top it all off, it's an unscented tree with soft needles, which makes it very child and pet-friendly. You can also go for a Fraser fir or noble fir. Both have excellent needle retention and sturdy branches, perfect for holding decorations. It's important to pick a trusted source for your tree. If from a farm, check the tree for fresh signs. Flexible branches, deep green needles, and a great natural scent. After having selected and bought the perfect Christmas tree, it's time to take it home. Transporting your tree properly can help you keep it in good shape and avoid any damage that the car ride home might cause. What you need to do to transport your Christmas tree safely is to wrap the tree. A tarp or a blanket will do just fine. The reason for wrapping the tree is simple. It's to protect it against the wind. The wind can not only dry out the tree, but can also break some of the needles if you're driving at a higher speed. The cover will shield the gentle foliage from any damage if you're transporting the Christmas tree on top of your car. It will also spare the paint from scratches. Otherwise, you will need a car detailing service to remedy the damage. So, to guarantee your tree's safety, you need to have the Christmas tree netted. Having the Christmas tree netted can prevent the branches from getting damaged and the needles from falling out. It also makes it more compact and easier to transport. You can also wrap the tree in a tarp or a blanket for extra protection. If you are tying the tree on top of the car, point the base forward. It's always best to transport the tree inside the car. However, if it doesn't fit and you need to mount it on top, point the tree base forward with the top pointing back. This will prevent the wind from causing any damage to the branches and needles. If you are transporting the tree inside the vehicle, avoid turning on the heating. High temperatures can dry out the needles and shorten your tree's lifespan. Unpack the tree as soon as you get home. By doing this, you prevent fungus and mold from growing on the damp branches. Real Christmas trees need a little time to adjust to the temperature changes before being brought inside. Unwrap the tree and give it a good shake. This will get rid of any hibernating pests and weakened needles. Keep the tree in a cool, dry environment to prevent the tree from drying out. Keep it in a basement or a garage away from sunlight. If you have decided on a potted tree, you should keep it outside to keep it fresh. Ideally, bring it inside the weekend before Christmas. You may ask yourself, does my Christmas tree need sunlight? The answer is no. Once your tree has been cut, it doesn't need sunlight at all. In fact, keeping it out of the sun helps it stay fresh for longer. Sunlight and warmth cause the needles to dry out and drop faster, so a cool, shaded spot is your tree's best friend until it's time to decorate. Before you get your Christmas tree all set up and decorated, give the trunk a quick little trim. Saw off about 2.5 to 5 centimeters, around 1 to 2 inches, from the bottom so you've got a nice clean bit of fresh wood showing. It might not seem like much, but it really does make a difference. Once a tree's been cut, the sap starts to seal the base, which stops it from soaking up water properly. A fresh cut opens everything back up again, helping your tree drink well and stay green, full, and festive for longer. If you've brought your tree home but aren't planning to put it up straight away, keep it outdoors in a bucket of water somewhere cool and shaded. When you're ready to bring it inside, just give the base another quick trim before setting it in the stand. You might have heard that drilling holes in the bottom helps the tree take in more water, but that's actually a bit of a myth. Research shows it doesn't make any difference at all. The best thing you can do is keep that bottom cut nice and fresh, and make sure your tree always has plenty of clean water to drink. The time has come to mount your new Christmas tree on its stand and move it into the house. You will have to find a stand that fits your tree trunk. Measure the size of the trunk and the stand, and get a larger one if necessary. This will ensure your tree is getting the right amount of water, as the right size stand will also have the right size water container. There is no point in trying to make your tree fit into a smaller stand. Don't whittle the sides. The outer layer is what absorbs the most water, and damaging it can impact that. As for how to place the tree on the stand, make sure the tree is standing straight first. Place it on the stand and fill the container with water immediately. Let the tree rest for a few hours or overnight to allow the branches to fall into their original position. Water your Christmas tree regularly. A freshly cut tree can consume up to 4 liters of water in the first 24 hours. And if you're wondering how often to water your Christmas tree, the answer is once a day. Remember this general rule: 1 liter of water per day for every inch of trunk diameter. Check the water level regularly as well. Proper watering will prevent branch drooping and dehydration. If you have a potted Christmas tree, however, make sure the pot has good drainage. This will reduce the risk of overwatering your tree. As with houseplants, too much or too little water can damage a potted tree. Nowadays, there are many commercial preservatives which claim to be highly effective in feeding Christmas trees. There are also suggestions to add things like sugar, Coke, corn syrup, aspirin, and even vinegar. They are mixed into the tree's water tank stand with the idea to extend the tree's lifespan. While some people claim that these are very effective, there aren't currently any studies to support those claims. One thing is for certain, and that's your Christmas tree needs plenty of water to stay alive. Many people travel over the holidays. So, how do you keep a Christmas tree watered while away with your relatives? The simplest solution is to ask a friend or neighbor to top up the water while you're away. Use an automatic tree watering system if you can't be there. It keeps watering even when you're far from home. Set it up before you leave, of course. And is it good to spray a Christmas tree with water? Yes, absolutely. Misting your Christmas tree with water can really help keep humidity levels just right, especially in dry indoor air. Just remember to be gentle with it. Lightly spray the branches every few days. Misting stops needles from drying out. Extra moisture makes your tree look fresh and vibrant for longer. Now that you have brought the tree into the house, you need to make sure that it's set up correctly. The location plays a very important role in your tree's health and endurance, so take the time to think about it carefully. You have to place the tree as far away as possible from heat sources. Heat is your Christmas tree's biggest enemy. Place it away from any radiators, air conditioners, or fireplaces. Avoid placing your tree near doors or windows too. The sudden temperature changes in those places can stress it out. Decorating your Christmas tree is one of the most exciting parts of the holiday season. Even in that case, however, there is something important to be said. Believe it or not, the decorations you choose can actually affect how long your tree lasts. When selecting lights for your tree, opt for LED lights. These are not only energy efficient, but also emit less heat compared to traditional bulbs. This helps in preventing your tree from drying out too quickly. Keeping the heat down around the tree helps to keep the branches fresh throughout the season. When it comes to ornaments, mind their weight. Heavy decorations can strain the branches and cause them to bend or break over time. Try to use lighter, shatterproof ornaments to avoid damaging your tree. Spread them evenly across different branches. Finally, when decorating the tree, be gentle. The branches may feel sturdy at first, but they can weaken as time goes by, especially if you overload them with decorations. Taking care of your Christmas tree isn't just about watering. It's also about keeping those fallen needles under control. As part of maintaining your tree's overall health, you need to regularly inspect for dried out needles. If you find any, remove them. Not only does this help keep your home look tidy, but it also stops your tree from drooping and looking sad before the big day. And how are you supposed to stop a Christmas tree from drooping, you may ask? Regular care is the key. Start by checking your tree daily for any signs of dryness, especially around the base. If you notice excessive needle loss, it could mean your tree is drying out too quickly. Make sure it's getting enough water and isn't near heat sources or drafts that can cause it to lose moisture faster. You already know this, but it never hurts to hear it again. Cleaning up fallen needles is important for safety too, you know. Dried out foliage can be a fire hazard. That goes double near electrical lights. Keep a small broom or vacuum handy to tidy up regularly. Your tree will not only look better, but also stay healthier throughout the festive season. One of the most common questions around the holidays is, how long does a Christmas tree last? With the right care, your tree can stay fresh and green between 4 and 6 weeks. That means if you set it up in late November or early December, the Christmas tree should last beautifully through Christmas and even into the new year. For those who like to get a head start on the festive season and put their tree up early, be prepared to give it a little extra attention. As the weeks go by, you may need to increase watering and check for dryness more often to keep your Christmas tree alive as long as possible. Having the right Christmas tree can make your holiday even more joyful. Fantastic Services offers a real Christmas tree delivery service to keep your spirits high and your home looking jolly. Get your tree picked up and delivered by experts for a hassle-free festive season. We can install your tree and even handle the removal after the holidays.